Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Saturn was in combustion. And on 6th of March, Saturn will come out of this combustion. That means Saturn will rise back. This is called Shani Uday. And once again, Saturn frees itself from the heaviness of the Sun. Although Sun and Saturn will be in the same house, but Sun will travel a sufficient distance away from Saturn, which is beyond 15 degrees. And now Saturn will be once again visible to the eyes, and which means you will gain back the confidence, practicality will come back, mind comes back to the senses, and the Saturn and the properties of Saturn will once again become more and more visible. No longer it means the ego battle, no longer it means the fight between Sun and Saturn will dominate your life, but rather it is the time of peace, happiness and prosperity. Let's discuss that for each ascendant, how that it affects you. But before that, do not forget to hit subscribe, like the video if you like the video, and share the video among family and friends. Also follow me on Instagram and Telegram for reels, videos, links and other interesting stuff. Follow me on Patreon for some specific learning on Vedic astrology, and that also supports my channel. Also for consultations, you can drop me an email. Let's begin ascendant wise analysis. Aries ascendant. For you, Saturn coming out of combustion is extremely auspicious because of Saturn ruling 10th and 11th. It will give you clarity in your career. It will give you optimism while you're working in office. It will give you confidence, discipline and structure, and will give you opportunities for new source of income. For people involved in strategic business involving government sector, in business involving export and import, manufacturing, will see great boost when Saturn is out of the combustion. This also means that this is going to give you more confidence in what your actions are. It will also give you wish fulfillment because now your wishes are far more practical and feasible. This is also going to give you an opportunity to meet people who can work for you. So you will have a very strong workforce and your team will be far more reliable, and you will see that life will actually proceed with great clarity. And 11th house Saturn also means that you will now start getting results of your actions, and hard work will now be manageable. You will also be able to have a proper work-life balance, and this will ease out tensions from your mind. This is also the time when your income balances the unnecessary expense, and now you can bring your over-the-top expenses under control. This also optimizes the structure of your finances, and whatever investment you make, whatever income you will have, or whatever future opportunities it gives you, it strikes a balance between what you will get and what you will have to spend today or even for the future. What you should not do is, if you are getting an increase in wealth, you should not spend it. Rather, this is the time when you should save it for the rainy days. From the perspective of designation, promotion is on the cards for deserving people. And this also means that you will be criticized, you will be judged for your actions. But if your actions are right and if you're doing it as per the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam theory, the theory of inclusiveness and dharma, you will be in the right track. Taurus ascendant. For you, Saturn will be direct and Saturn will be out of combustion in the 10th house. And because it is also the 9th lord, it gives you an opportunity to strengthen your belief system. It is an opportunity where your karma will be tested, and you will also see that with great clarity and conviction, you will be able to perform the toughest of the task. So it gives you that iron fist, the iron hand, by which you will be able to bend the bars, and you will be able to, make a way even if the road is rough. So this is a good time for you, because first of all, you will also have to understand that a 10th house Saturn in Aquarius is itself a Shashyog, and this gives you, it's like the underdog scenario where nobody was expecting you to come out in the limelight and become victorious, but here you are, and everybody appreciate you. So you will be appreciated for your hard work, and you will also get appreciation from your father. Response of father is very important, or a guardian is very important. Respecting guru and trying to be hardworking in your career is the demand of the time when Saturn will be out of the combustion. It is in fact an auspicious time for you. chant Shani mantras, and on Saturdays try to help the poor, because after all, the Karma Lord is in the house of Karma, and your Dharma will be doing the right Karma. Gemini Ascendant. Rise of Saturn out of combustion is the most auspicious event for Gemini. Your efforts will now show you some results. You will also see that you will start following your duties in this time, and you will have this realization of this transformation coming the hard way. So you won't hesitate from taking the tough job, taking the big responsibilities, and then proving your might. After all, Saturn is in your 9th house, and 9th house is a very strong house for Shani, because this is the house of Dharma, and Dharma defines the rules under which the karma follows. It is like the constitution by which a nation runs. Now, here you will have to follow a certain set of rules, but yes, you also have to understand the rules that you're following should be in favor of you, the people around you, the organization in which you work, your family, and everybody, and the country where you live. So you have to be a law-abiding person, and by that you will be able to transform your fate. People involved in transport industry will see positive boost during this time. Also, proper guidance will come and learning on the go will happen. People involving in research work, people involving in mining sector will see some positive growth and new career opportunities after the rise of Saturn. After the rise of Saturn, it is also like Bhagyodaya for you. So destiny will favor you, but you will have to brave, you will have to mitigate risk, but still take calculated risks, and you will have to keep on moving in the right direction. But yes, you won't be seeing that you are completely compensated for your karma, but keep doing your karma, because that is what your dharma is. Cancer Ascendant. For you, Saturn becomes direct. Saturn is direct and it rises out of combustion in the 8th house. Now, this means that you will be in a much better situation to control your life. It will bring back the control on your own mind, and you will also start appreciating the role of your spouse and the advices given by your spouse. You will also see that advice given by your critics are actually something that you now understand, and maybe instead of fighting it out, you are in a position to have a proper dialogue. It's also a time when taxation related problems will sort out. Also, for some investment that you have made for a very long term, this is a good time. If you want to buy something, if you want to invest for your or prepare for your retirement, this is the right time. Saturn in the 8th house also explains that you will have to deal with difficult matters, but now, since you are very much aware, you will be aware these matters will be right in front of you, you will be in a much better position to actually address those events of life. And with the grace of Jupiter aspecting your ascendant, your mind and thoughts will be clear, and the divine blessings will be with you. Chant Mahamrityunjay mantra. If you are unwell, you have to take care of your health, and chant Bhagwan Mahashiva mantra, Rudrashtakam, or simply say Om Namah Shivaya for blessings of Bhagwan Mahashiv. You have to follow yoga, bring discipline in your life, and whenever that transformation comes, you will see small events will bring major transformations. So keep a track of all the triggers of all small but important events in your life. That will come handy in the future. Overall, it's a time of transformation, but a positive transformation for you. Leo Ascendant. With Saturn now coming out of combustion in your 7th house, this improves marriage, possibilities of getting married, possibilities of meeting your spouse, and also the value of your life partner in your life will now be visible to you. So this is like an experience that is going to work wonders for you. Also, this is going to bring in new contracts, new legal contracts, some legal establishment, and this is also going to work wonders for people who are interacting with government sector. Saturn in 7th house is good for business, trade, especially because Mercury is also present in this house. This is an excellent time, but this Saturn will be watching you. So you should also see that there will be positive criticism of your work. So focus on that. Focus on the advice that you receive from the masses. Focus on the advice that your juniors and your team member or the people who work under you has to give you. This is also the time when you hear their opinion, what they have to share. Maybe they have some complaints. Try to engage with the workforce. It's a good time for industries that is labor intensive, and it's also a good time for people involved in export and import. Just that you will have to also mitigate concerns of your both your life partner or your family members, and for that you will have to have a listening ear. This is the time when you have to deal everything with patience, and hard work is the key for your success. In case you are facing any difficult situation, then start chanting Rudrashtakam or simply say Om Namah Shivaya. Virgo Ascendant. For you, if you observe, Saturn rules your 5th and 6th, and Saturn will be out of combustion in the 6th house. Now, see, the 12th Lord was making this Saturn go combust. Now you will be out of your worries, you will understand the reason of your ill health, you will get proper guidance, and with proper hard work, you will be able to naturally work with team. And yes, you will have to bring people on board, you will have to delegate your task, and that is the clarity that will come in your mind. And this is the time when you cannot single-handedly deal with situations, so you will need help. This will also give you more comfort towards your children, and any tension that was running in your mind for your children will now ease out. Well, Saturn works the hard way. So in the 6th house, it means that it wants you to serve. So when Saturn rises out of combustion, this will give you more clarity. You will be available to help, and you will see that your capacity to help will also increase during this time. So you should be available to help people who need you. Overall, Saturn's presence in 6th house is actually considered to be exceptionally good, especially if you are in service industry, if your business is in service industry, if you're doing a job. You will see new opportunities coming your way. You will see supervisors supporting you. Overseas chances to move in a foreign country, or even find a job in a distant location. All that is possible after Saturn rises out of combustion. Obviously, your own horoscope will matter the most, but Saturn leaves the darkness and comes back into the limelight. So now karma becomes more important. But yes, if you are a student and if you want to study, or even if you are in academic sector, or if you are trying for certifications, this is the right time. The only thing is, because a negative planet is in 6th house, so negative is positive, but still your 5th Lord is in 6th house, so you need to take care of your health, and especially your gut health. Eat right, eat less, and focus on yoga. Discipline is very important, and if you can hit the gym also, but try to bring in a lot of discipline in your life. Libra Ascendant. For you, Saturn will rule your 4th house and 5th house, and Saturn will be out of combustion in the 5th house. This increases the chance of productivity. This will give you a better way to express. This will structure your expression in a proper manner, and you will be able to, speak properly. You will be able to express yourself properly. You will be able to educate yourself properly. For people who are already in employment, who are in work, and who wants to go for more study, you want to go for certifications, this is the right time. You can think about it. With 4th Lord coming in 5th house, this is actually a very big Rajyog. And now when Saturn is in the 5th house, this will ease out unnecessary tension and will give you enough room to grow yourself, to learn, to progress in life. This Saturn, because it aspects your 11th house, this also gives you gain in your business. It also gives you a new opportunity where you can go into core competencies, and you can secure a job. This also focuses on increasing your wealth and revenue by bringing transformation in your business. But yes, you will have to restructure, you may have to rework, you may have to go back to the drawing board, scrap your current work and maybe restart. But don't be afraid from restarting, because that is positive for you. After all, Saturn rules your comfort zone, and this is only going to work towards that. This is the right time to make people happy and help people whenever they need something. And if you do some charity, and if you make your income worthy, Saturn will bless you with lot of positive vibration. Scorpio Ascendant. For Scorpio, Saturn will be out of combustion in the 4th house. That means it will bring work-life balance. It will bring peace and harmony at your home, and it will also allow your energies to be invested in your home, in your comfort zone, and it will also give you a sense of adjustment to the current situation, which also, in fact, bring you more comfort and peace of mind. This Saturn is going to give you new opportunities to go abroad, find a new career. So all that which we discussed about Saturn transit in Aquarius is going to be true. Because Saturn was combust, it was a bit weak and the effects were not visible, but now all those effects will come back in your vision and you will feel very happy, content and satisfied. But yes, it also means that you will have to respect what you have. Before you admire and aspire to be somewhere to get something, first appreciate what you already have and secure, like clean your home, nightly arrange your bed and your stuff, declutter your house. That will help you declutter your mental energies also. Meditate and correct your sleep schedule this time. Sagittarius Ascendant. Saturn rules your 2nd and 3rd house, and this Saturn is now out of combustion. So you will feel in the 3rd house, so you will feel more confident. You will feel that firmness, that confidence in your actions, and whenever you take a decision, you will have proper justification. This will also improve your non-verbal communication, and it will also bring more gravity and knowledge and data when you will speak. So it is a good time for all those writers, all those people who use their hand, like creative professionals, and also somebody who is using their hand for hard work. Saturn in the 3rd house will allow you to create and create like a sculpture, a new and brand new future. So do that. Your finances will improve and your money will be put to good use. You will also see that you will have you will spend less, and you will have a fear that consequence of your karma will be bad if you do a wrong karma. So that is good. Sometimes fear stops you from taking wrong decisions. But when this fear grows out of control and it converts into anxiety and you become a block in your own life and procrastination comes in, that is when you will have to understand that these energies are going overboard and you will have to recorrect and recalibrate. So Saturn wants you to recalibrate your life by following proper discipline and constant checking your actions, and also doing yoga, doing pranayam, and if possible do a mantra japa. If you don't know what mantra you can do the japa with, you can simply say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or Om Namah Shivaya. Capricorn Ascendant. Your Ascendant Lord is Saturn, and this Saturn goes out of combustion in your 2nd house. This is a very good time for you. This boosts your confidence, brings you in the limelight. People will recognize you for your hard work and for your involvement in finding solutions, especially in your family. Also, this takes away all the financial tensions by you getting the right direction to address your financial woes. This is the time when you should save more. This is the time when you should work harder for your earnings and have more money in your bank account. This is the time to build your assets, and also it will improve your connection with elder people of your family, and it will improve your connection with people who are not communicating anymore or who are in the long distance. Overall, it is a time when you will see that your entire focus will be to bring in security to the family, and which will happen eventually because of this positive Saturn transit. Yes, it might take away a bit of comfort from your life, but it will make you work harder so that you can save more, you can secure your life better, and you can actually smile at the end of the day. Aquarius Ascendant. Saturn gets out of the combustion on your Ascendant. You will see that you will be in a much better position to put forward your point of view, to put forward your case. This is going to be a situation where you will come in sync with the surroundings, and if you're being dominated by the situation around you, now everything will come in balance. This is a time when Saturn is going to balance everything. It will balance relationships, it will balance your health. You will focus more on your own existence. So initially you might start focusing and questioning that what are you doing and why are you wherever are you in the first place. And with this question will rise a set of transformation. And for that you will have to do yoga, you will have to practice a holistic way of life, you will have to focus on your physical health, and then your mental health will also improve. So this is the time when you are rising out of combustions. That means you are gaining back the power. So it will help you from the perspective of career, and whatever efforts you will make for your bright future, you will see that that will somehow bring more positive results, especially in business and career, because 3, 7 and 10, these houses will be aspected by Saturn. So you will get some good news. If you have given an interview, you might crack that interview, you might get some good news. And if you are waiting for a business deal, or if you're waiting for a tender or a project to go through, you will see some positive thing happening your way during this time. But also show gratitude and practice patience, because that is needed when Saturn rules your ascendant. Pisces ascendant. For you, Saturn rules your 11th house and it goes in the 12th house. So what this Saturn will do is it will put a lid on your expenses, improve your savings. It will make you work towards your source of income. And for people who are exporting goods and services, who are willing to travel to a different place, all that will become a possibility now. And this Saturn will give you an opportunity where you can go to the long distance and earn money, earn bread and butter for the family. This is also the time when if you are going to be hospitalized for an operation, you will expect some good outcome. Because of that, health will improve. But yes, you were feeling isolated, but now you will feel happy in isolation. You will be busy, you will be given a lot of responsibilities which you would not have been able to carry out if there are a lot of people and if you are in a crowd. Now you will realize that why you are isolated, which is good, because isolation is not going to be lifelong. Be very careful with the laws and don't break traffic laws. This is the time when you practice yoga, and you practice Hatha Yoga if possible for you. Chanting mantra jap of Shani will do good during this time, and because Saturn is in 12th house, doing daan, sharing the knowledge, spreading the positive vibe becomes your dharma, because Jupiter and Venus is also in your first house.